Hello and welcome to another video from the Fantasy Legion. We're looking at player profiles for the 2020 season. I've got Sean with me. You all right, Sean?
Very good. It's been an exciting list so far. If you haven't seen them, go back and have a look at those videos because they're really interesting, particularly if you're about to draft. I'd highly recommend those.
Okay, the next player we're going to do, this is a guy that you mentioned January the 1st. I know you're always keen on people say, what relevance has January the 1st? I'll tell you what happened. If you played Dynasty, what you did this year, you bought Kenyan Drake really early, and everyone's like, what's he doing? And you said to me, I'm telling you now, Houston don't want David Johnson. Kenyan Drake's their man. You'll see it happen. You got ahead of the game. You were telling everybody, and sure enough, David Johnson's traded to the he's traded out to the Texans. Arizona have signed Kenyan Drake to a new deal. He's their number one. Obviously, he's got Chase Edmonds for company. But tell me why you like him and why you saw that, what you saw in him.
Well, I noticed a couple of things. The other part of this, thanks for mentioning it, makes me feel really reassured that because it was such a nice conversation to have with you on that one. The other part to this was my belief was, and they went on and did this as well, was that Kyler Murray was our kind of player we were looking at that moment who had the potential to take a big step forward. Now everybody's all over that, so his value's gone, unfortunately. But I did think that they were going to also trade for a wide receiver, and I wasn't sure who it was going to be. It ended up being DeAndre Hopkins, which again, through the ceilings, fallen out, the glass ceilings fallen down now for Kyler Murray, because that then meant everybody was drafting him. But this has a huge impact on Kenyan Drake because I believe that there were several factors in his favour, and now with DeAndre Hopkins going there, no matter what anybody thinks about, what DeAndre Hopkins is going to do for this year, which certainly be an interesting video to watch. I think we did one on him. But I think that helps Kenyan Drake even further still, because now he's got no threat of any kind of snack boxes. That team is definitely trending in the right direction. Their guns go, or all guns go. And Kenyan Drake has been incredibly efficient when given a load. And a load is more than 100 touches, okay? He has no wear on the tyres, as they say. And that's down to a couple of factors.
Well, his stability is a bit of a worry, isn't it? Because that could be why he doesn't have tread on his tyres.
Yeah, well, my belief was always the same. You take Kenyan Drake and you pick his backup, which is Chase Edmonds. And if you do that, which is what I've done, you sit there knowing, because with Chase Edmonds, he's one of those backups. We've seen enough sample size to know that if he gets in, and he was very, very, very good in relief work last year, if he gets in, he's damn explosive. And if anything falters with Kenyan, then there's a guy waiting in the wings ready to take the heat. But I do believe Kenyan Drake is primed for an amazing year, an exciting year ahead. And there's not much to say except I really believe he's going to be amazing. And if you want to know why, wait for the bold prediction, and then that will highlight specifically what he could do this season. And I think that's why I'm very excited for him.
The Cardinals, just as a brief note, the Cardinals also picked up an interesting running back, Benjamin. Few people really like him as well, so maybe one for the future. But I'm certainly going to keep an eye on him.
Well, there's a good
you can't hold the whole back. You can't hold the whole backfield. But anything was to happen to Kenyan, he'd be a nice pickup as well. I think he.
Well, there's a good succession plan here because you've got Kenyan Drake for this season and Chase Edmonds if anything goes wrong. You picked up Eno Williams quite late, really, in the draft in terms of running backs. And you've kind of put him on the bench to kind of marinate him, which is a really good plan because you can see what he's like when you get the opportunity to work with him. You're not expecting a lot early doors, so there's no pressure on him. But he has an opportunity to work his way up the draft, in terms of his team. He's able to move his way up the
depth chart.
The depth chart within his team. Thanks, Al. And, there's a great opportunity for all of them to be highly competitive. What I'm hearing, which I really like, another good thing about Kenyan, which I had heard early doors, but has now been confirmed, is work ethic in the off-season, effort on that individual training, ready for this season ahead, even though we're going through COVID-19 or coming out the tail end of it, hopefully. Unbelievable. I mean, absolutely what you're looking for. Unbelievable. And that's what really important, to come in ripped, confident, ready to go for the season ahead. Other people will falter, you're ready. That's all you can do. Great professionalism, exactly what we want to see. It's so easy to say, oh yeah, but they're paid a fortune, they're all going to do it. They don't all do it. That's just the reality of it. He's ready, so I'm very excited for him, and he's taken.
It's
He's
ADP
really
21.
improved.
So you sound like you're definitely a buyer of Kenyan.
Oh, all in. Chips all in every league. If I could get him and draft him in every league, I'll draft him everywhere I can.
I think you have in most of them, to be fair, but other people.
Yeah, I
will.
will draft him. But the key is having the Chase Edmonds backup, because I think then you have that confidence that you've got a high octane offense with a great opportunity for the season ahead. You can feel comfortable in it and not worry.
I mean, you got another sort of runner in Kyler Murray is obviously really good on the ground as well. So
yeah,
kind of got that dual threat like they have in Baltimore. We've talked about it before.
Yeah, no one's stacking boxes there. That's going to be impossible to do. And that
DeAndre
really
Hopkins,
itself.
you got Larry Fitz, you got Christian Kirk, you got a couple of younger wide receivers as well. That
Kenyan Drake's yards.
And...
Kenyan Drake's yards per average, if you want a final thing on this, and touchdowns per touch are just incredible, and it really rates right up there in some of the all-time backs. Now I know he's not all-time because he's never had a season to prove it, but this is his chance. If there ever is a season where you're going to come out and really perform, then this is your opportunity. And if he doesn't do it now, he never will. And then it will be other players like Chase Edmonds and Eno Benjamin that will end up leading the backfield if he falters or falls down. I don't think he falters. I think the only thing can go wrong is longevity. And there is a slight red flag around him, but we'll see. I think he's ready for it.
Risk, don't they? And he's sort of been around a while. Even he's 27, 28, something like that, isn't he? And not really put together a full season yet. But
yeah, he'll be
the way he finished last year was certainly eye-catching, wasn't it?
When he's had moments to shine, he's been very eye-catching. He does everything that you want him to do. I know that's a big test of yours, the eye test, which is a good one. It's a really good one to have. And I think anybody that watches his highlight reels, because that's pretty much a good way of seeing, the best plays. There are quite a few of them, and this is the thing about him. So I'm ready to see what he can do. And his yards per average are unbelievable. They really are. 5.1 per touch is just incredible in the NFL. It's elite by anybody's standards. But we have to see a season of it. That's what we need to see. I'd be delighted if he's averaging 4.1 or above for the whole season and give him 200, 250 catches. The guy's going to be flying along very happily. And he's got a great pair of hands on him as well. So very excited to see what this kid can do this year. And, fingers crossed we see the best of him. We get to see what he can really do.
Sure, I'm very bullish there. If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you on the next one.